He's making a list. He's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Good day, my beautiful people. We're back up in this house once again with another video, and y'all can see by the title of this video, today we're checking out another Christmas tune. Today we're checking out Christmas Love by Jimin. I am stoked. Like this past December that we had, right, has been filled with so much wonderful music, with so many, holiday emotions. And I feel like these releases kind of brought back, that holiday spirit. And I'm still in the holiday spirit, even though it's like mid-January. But, it's still good. It's still good. It's all good. But you know the drill. We're going to check out whether there are great bass lines. We're going to search for a great bass line. We're going to see what is what. We're going to appreciate this beautiful piece of music. We're going to see, what Jimin did with this song. I'm super, super excited and curious. I'm very curious, and I feel like a very classy Christmas tune, would suit Jimin and his, voice and his just style in general. So I feel like it's gonna be something wonderful and it's gonna be something great and definitely something that should be added to your 2021 holiday playlist. So let's get it. Christmas Love by Jimin. Ooh, again with the beautiful chimes. Ooh. Oh, this is instantly a Disney song. I love it. Ooh. Oh, some bass. Okay, interesting. This is so cute. Oh, we will have to listen to this twice. There's so much happening, but I love it. This is what reminds me of a very radio-driven Christmas tune. Something that you will just hear every single holiday, which I am stoked for and I love it. But there's so much happening within those instruments, so we'll just have to listen to it again. But so far, I love it very much. I love Jimin's voice. Ooh, beautiful, right? Okay, that's sub bass. Okay, that's sub bass. Okay, forget it. Is there like a mandolin or like a banjo in the back? Some kind of arpeggio. Sound like okay, samples. There's so much happening. There's this mix between live instruments and like sampled instruments, right? So, but I love the harmonies, love the vocals. Very this screams Jimin in the best way possible, and I just love it. Oh, that's a beautiful harmony. Okay, again with the chimes. Okay. This is so cute. Oh, that's a beautiful process. I like this. This is super, super fun. This screams Jimin. I love it. It's super fun. It's super cute. It's very light, right? So, oh, beautiful gang vocals. But we'll listen to this again because there are a lot of interesting instrument choices. But I love it. This is definitely something to be blasted on and repeat. Love it. I love the choir kind of at the end here with the gang vocals. And we finish off with the chimes once again, just the same, how we started off the song. But we'll listen to it once again because there's so many instruments that come in place within the arrangement, and like within like those vocals, there's also really really cool details. But overall, so far, it sounds like a very much so radio driven, pop inspired, Christmas tune, which I'm very very fond of, and I feel like it suits Jimin very very well, right? Especially like with his very airy, sweet vocals that he has, and I like, his very airy voice and everything. But y'all know I'm always a sucker for a Jimin when he sings in his lower register. That's kind of like my vocal bias line when it comes to like specifically like Jimin's vocals. And I love his, more of his lower voice, and lower, tone, I guess. But this is great. This is fantastic. Let's listen to this again. There are some very interesting instrument choices within this, and I think that I missed quite a few things, but let's get it. Let's listen to it again, and let's see what is what. So we start off with chimes, and then like a xylophone. Beautiful strings, kind of brings you. Sounds like a Disney song. So we have acoustic guitars, some sub bass, snaps for percussion, dubbed harmony, three-part harmony including the lead vocals. It's beautifully panned and dubbed on each side. I feel like it's a sampled drum as well. So love. I love those vocals. I love that run. Oh, that sub bass is just everything. I love that. And a riser. They're like, it kind of sounds like a guitar arpeggio, but I'm sure that it's like a mandolin or like a banjo or something. Because it has like that very dull tone a little bit in the back for that specific instrument. I feel like that's like a banjo or like a mandolin. And we have, sampled vocals with the haze. So for the chorus, we have, I believe, around 6 layers of vocals. This is kind of like a very, very light organ kind of a synthesizer. I love the vocal arpeggio, kind of eliminating, kind of mimicking kind of a choir. Beautiful, beautiful high notes. I love the syncopation for the chorus. I love the add vocals for this, especially for the. It's great. It's super simple. Like, I love that. I love that harmony. I love that. I love that harmony. That chord there at the end there. That's beautiful. That's definitely a cherry on top there, and definitely a way how to finish a song. It's beautiful. As I mentioned, right, as I kind of started to say, but I feel like to maybe your average viewer, it might sound like a very cheesy Christmas song. I feel like Jimin also admitted that. I think he wrote on Twitter or on the blog that he also felt like it was a cheesy Christmas song, if I'm not mistaken. But I kind of see why he might have thought that. But it's great. I feel like this is super 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 bright, super light, something that that will just bring up the mood, cheer you up. This is definitely one of those songs that can run on repeat, and probably should run on repeat because it's just good. It's super super catchy. It's very bright. It's just gonna bring you all the nice and warm and cozy feelings, and it's just something that you just needed in your playlist. I love his vocals so much, even though I'm more of his lower register, appreciator, but I feel like for this specific style song and just arrangement overall, I feel like this was a wonderful vocal choice. I love the vocal arrangement. I love how we have these multiple harmonies and these kind of dubbed harmonies as well on top of it, and then we have these gang vocals for the specific line Christmas love, right? So we can hear in the back, so it says Christmas love, and then there's another third love very very far in the back. So it kind of echoes itself out. I love that, how they mimicked it without an actual delay there. I love that very, very much so. I love his tiny, little runs there where he, sneaked, these falsetto runs there. I love that very, very much so. I feel like that suits his voice, very, very well as well. Regarding like the instruments, right, we have, this kind of little mini xylophone, right? We have the Christmas chimes, and then we have, this string, arrangement, kind of leading into this, Christmas wonderland, winter wonderland, right? So Fantasia, right? To celebrate Christmas, and it's just wonderful. Kind of instantly made me think of all of the classic Christmas movies, right? And kind of reminded me of for some reason kind of also reminded me of Michael Bublé's Christmas album, and I love that album very very much so. And he used a lot of strings on that album as well. But yeah, and then we have, this acoustic guitar, we have, sampled drums, we have a sub bass, which is very interesting, a synthesized sub bass for the bass line. We have a very, very light, warm tone, kind of vintage sounding synthesizer there as well. We possibly also have like either a mandolin or a banjo doing some arpeggios there, which is very interesting. And then we have sampled vocals with the haze there that come in place at some parts of the song there, and as for the structure, I feel like this is very simple, very structured, right? So we have intro, section A, section B, chorus, then again the second verse, again section B, and then another chorus, then we have a beautiful stop time, then we have a bridge section, then we have this kind of dynamic stop time there before the final choruses, with all the ads and everything. So I feel like this is a very very common song structure, and some would say that it's a very typical pop song structure, which is actually quite genius, especially in this case. And I feel like for a Christmas song, it has to be simple. It has to be something that you will remember, something that will be eye-catching and ear-catching, in this case, and it will be just something that will hook you, pretty much instantly. For me, it was those Disney strings that just brought me right to it, and I was invested already in the song. But overall, I love this. This will definitely be added to my holiday winter season playlist. Let me know if you added it to your playlist as well, because I feel like this is about, like, this is definitely about, this is something that I would listen to on repeat you know, outside of Christmas, because Christmas can be, you know, all year round, I guess. Oh well, I think I'm rambling, but overall I love the song, and you know, this is definitely a treat, of course, from Jimin, and I love what he does, and I love, you know, the songs that he releases and that he participates in, and this is wonderful. This is definitely wonderful, and hopefully we will hear more from Jimin. You know, we have to hear more from Jimin, because I feel like he definitely has some really cool ideas, you know, up his sleeve, you know, and maybe eventually we will hear something. Hopefully. I would love that. So, but I will leave you to that. Always remember to be good, be kind, rock and roll, and I will see y'all tomorrow with a new video. Cheers!